guys, come on downstairs. We are bringing a little Minnesota Twins franchise action to you today. It's a huge series against the division-leading Detroit Tigers in games 104 through 107 of season number 5. All right, we come in 4 games behind the Tigers. We're playing 4 here at Target Field. We're 10-11 in the month of July, and we're riding a 3-game winning streak, which crazily is maybe our longest winning streak of the season. I think it is. To be honest, we've been hovering around 500 all season long, and we are now at 52-51, with a chance to make up some ground on the division-leading Tigers, who have come out of the All-Star break playing pretty good baseball. So it should be a challenge for us here in this 4-game series. All right, let's get game number 1 of the series started. It's the 104th game of the season. Alex Cobb will take the hill for Detroit. He's 7-3 with a 3.51 ERA, 1.23 WHIP. And the Tigers are 55-46. We're going to send out Kyle Gibson, who is 7-8 with a 3.85 ERA. Pretty good ERA, not a great record. And a 1.19 WHIP is good as well. We're going to pick things up in the second inning. This is Jeff Ames. He is the Tigers' third baseman. With a runner on first, a 1-2 count. And he swings and misses at the changeup down and away from Kyle Gibson. Middle of the second, no score here at Target Field in Game 1. All right, Michael Conforto at the plate now. 15 home runs, 38 RBIs. Most of those home runs have come as a member of the Mets. But he's going to tack one on here as a member of the Twins. It's just a solo shot for number 16 on the year for Conforto. And the Twins jump out to an early 1-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. We continue on in this inning with the next batter, Wilmer Flores. He's sitting on 13 home runs on the year. 0-2 delivery from Cobb, and Wilmer Flores is going to drive one deep. This one to left. And it's number 14 on the season for another former New York Met that we picked up in the offseason. We picked up Michael Conforto at the trade, well, a little bit before the trade deadline. We're coming up on the trade deadline here. But he's only been a Twin for a few weeks. And Wilmer Flores we picked up in the offseason. 2-0 Twins, and Eddie Rosario with runners on first and second is going to drive this one to right, and that one gets out as well. The ball's carrying. Here today, a 3-run home run, and the Twins have jumped out to a 5-0 lead. 21st home run of the season for Eddie Rosario. That's a career high for him. As far as this franchise goes, I know in real life he's hit more than 21 in a season, but as far as this franchise goes, which is 5 years old, started back in 2016, it is his career high. All right, here come the Tigers. Runner on second. This one down the left field line from Yonder Alonso, and that's going to drive in the first run of the day for the Tigers. 5-1 Twins, middle of the 4th. Still time for the Tigers to come back, but we jump out to a pretty good lead, and we've got a great bullpen. We have blown some leads, though, this year, but our bullpen is very highly rated. Here's Avisail Garcia. He swings and misses. Middle of 5, Kyle Gibson's rolling. 5-1 Twins. We have the lead. We go to the 6th. Tigers are going to bring in a reliever, Darren Snow, who has a 7-1 record, a 2.74 ERA, so pretty good relief pitcher for them. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Jace Peterson, 2 hits already in the game, and this one he drives deep to right off the left-handed pitcher, and that one's going to get out. So the ball is really carrying. A 2-run home run for Jace Peterson, 13th of the year for our second baseman. And we end up with an 8-4 win over the Tigers in the opener of the series. We lead the season series 7-6. We've got 3 more games here in this one. And then we have a 3-game series a little bit later on in the season. And that will close things out with the Tigers. And a very good start to this 4-game series. Jace Peterson 3 for 4 with a home run and a double as your player of the game. Let's go to the second game of this 4-game series. We are starting to whittle away that division lead of the Tigers. Daniel Norris will take the hill. He looks a little bit different in real life nowadays with his beard than he does in this. Jose De Leon will face him. And Jose De Leon, a 3.07 ERA, His ERA has started to drop a little bit. It was below 3, and now it is starting to actually rise, I guess you should say. So we skip ahead to the bottom of the third inning with the bases loaded and Domingo Santana at the plate. And he's going to split the gap in right center. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. And it could clear the bases. Here comes the relay, not in time. Miguel Sano slides in safely. And it's a base clearing double for Domingo Santana. And then we jump out to a 3-0 lead. We go to the 7th inning now. We're going to bring in Chasen Shreve. 5.40 ERA. Batting average against righties is up over 300, but he gets Josh Harrison to swing and miss. Or sorry, that was Marcelo Zuna to swing and miss. And we go to the 9th inning, bringing on our closer, Kevin Segrist. He's blown 4 saves this year in 31 opportunities, 27 saves, 2.13 ERA for the All-Star, former reliever of the year 2 years ago. And he gets Justin Upton to swing and miss. For the first out of the inning, there's a runner on first. Twins leading this one 3-0. Yonder Alonso, the next batter. Runner still on first, and he's going to get Yonder Alonso looking. High heat on the high outside corner. Jonathan Lucroy, last chance for the Tigers now. On a 1-2 count, he's going to pop it up to short. Wilmer Flores backpedaling, and backpedaling some more. He makes the catch in shallow left. And we take the first 2 games of the 4-game series. Jose De Leon goes 6 2/3, giving up 2 hits, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks on the day for Jose De Leon, and a nice 6 2/3 innings of shutout baseball. Twins get the win 3-0. We have crept back within 3 games in the loss column of the Detroit Tigers, 2 games behind them overall. As we go to the 3rd game of this 4-game series, it's 106th game of the year. Michael Fulmer will make the start. He's 9-4, 3.55 ERA, 106 strikeouts, but 50 walks given up. And we're going to send out our ace, Sonny Gray. He's 11-5 with a 2.60 ERA, 176 strikeouts, and 20 walks. The Indians just tried to acquire Sonny Gray. They offered us a trade that was absolutely just embarrassing for them to offer. And we, of course, turned it down. Sonny Gray will be a member of the Twins for a while. Michael Conforto gets a hold of another one. That's number 17. It's his 2nd one in this episode. 2-run home run for Conforto. He's starting to swing the bat well in a Twins uniform. We're wearing the old pinstripe throwbacks from yesteryear. 2-0 lead for Minnesota here at game number 3. Is it possible we could get a 4-game sweep here? I don't know. That would be a tall order against a good Tigers team. Raimel Tapia with a runner on third. Sends one out to center. Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the throw. And it's going to be up the first baseline. Run will come in to score. It's 3-0 Minnesota at the end of the 2nd inning. Already in this one, we have jumped out to a lead in all 3 of these games. We've held on to them in the first 2. Let's see if we can hold on to the lead here in game number 3. Sonny Gray, our ace on the hill. 83rd pitch of the night, and this ball was just munched down the left field line. It went right over the top of the foul pole. 26th home run of the year for Justin Upton. He is 3rd, I believe, in the American League in home runs, behind Miguel Sano and Mike Trout. 3-1 Twins, middle of the 6th inning. We go to the 8th. JT Chargois on 1.95 ERA. What a bounce back year JT Chargois has had. Had a rough one last year. We contemplated DFA in him, but we held on to him, and it has paid off. This was a line drive home run for Jose Iglesias. 15th home run of the year for Iglesias. And that cuts into the Twins' lead. It's now a 1-run ballgame, 3-2 in the 8th. Middle of the 8th, we still hang on to that 1-run lead. We go to the 9th. We're going to bring in Kevin Segrist to try to lock it down. He's blown 4 saves so far this season, a 2.08 ERA. And with Derek Dietrich at the plate, and runners on first and second, this one gets over the head of Conforto. He misplays it. And 1 run's going to come in to score. That ties the game at 3, and another blown save for Kevin Segrist, and we will relieve him of his duties and bring on Genmar Gomez to try to get this one to the bottom of the 9th in a tie game. 2 outs. Jose Iglesias at the plate. Runners on second and third. Ground ball to the left side. Arenado on with it. Over to first for the out. But not before the damage is done. And the Tigers have tied this game up. We go to extra innings here in game number 3. Jonathan Lucroy at the plate with a runner on third and 2 outs. Jenmar Gomez gets the ground ball to short. Jace Peterson on to first for the out. And in the middle of 10, we're still tied at 3. Tigers bring on Tim Riggs, 2.94 ERA. Facing Michael Conforto with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Conforto with a 2-1 count. He's going to ground this one through the hole on the right side. Runner is rounding third, and the right fielder overruns it. Avisail Garcia, and that's going to be your ball game. The Twins walk it off in the bottom of the 10th inning. So we take the first 3 games of the series, including this one in extra innings. We lead the season series 9-6, and we're 1 win away from securing a season win in the series with the Tigers. Michael Conforto, 2 for 5 with a home run, 3 RBIs. Jace Peterson, 2 for 3 with a triple. And Delino DeShields scored the winning run. All right, fourth and final game of this 4-game series, a 107th game of the season. And we've got Jose Barrios, whose record stands at 4-10. His ERA is under 5 for the first time this year at 4.89, and he's actually starting to pitch very well. We're facing Andrew Haney, who the Tigers just picked up this season in a trade with the Angels. And we're going to pick this one up in the second inning. This is Carlos Paulino at the plate. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Delivery from Haney. Ground ball to short. Iglesias, easy play on to first. Carlos Paulino does not run well. Actually, he's not bad for a catcher, but not blazing speed by any stretch. We go to the third inning now with no score. Miguel Sano at the plate. He's 1 for 1 so far on the day. He's got 2 runners in scoring position, and he's going to blast this one through the hole on the right side. 1 run scores, another one rounding third. Here comes the play at the plate, and it is not in time. Delino DeShields slides through safely. 2-0 Twins at the end of the third. Let's go to inning number 4 now. Roman Quinn at the plate, who we just picked up from the Phillies here in this trade deadline last couple of weeks of July. He's going to deliver a base hit into shallow center. 1 run will score. The throw comes into third, not in time. And it's now 3-0. The Twins jump out to another lead. Could we have a huge 4-game sweep here? It's looking pretty good right now. Mario Calero blasts one right back up the middle for a base hit. Run comes in to score. It's 4-0 Twins. What a series we've had. Getaway day here in the final game of the series. And the 16th game against the Tigers this season. And all 16 of them have come in like the last maybe month or so. It's been a crazy stretch against the Tigers. Josh Harrison, this was an absolute bomb. It was almost 450 feet. 443-foot home run down the left field line. That's the 10th of the year for the former Pirate. And Josh Harrison gets the Tigers on the board. Off of Barrios, it's 4-1. Let's move ahead now to the bottom of the 5th. With the score 4-1, Wilmer Flores at the plate. Andrew Haney, the lefty, still pitching. Wilmer Flores is going to rip this one down the left field line. That one is hanging up. It was a line drive, but it stays up long enough to get out. 15th home run of the year for Flores. All the home runs this series for the Twins have come from former Mets, Conforto and Flores, it seems like. I think Eddie Rosario got 1. No home runs yet in this series with the Tigers from Miguel Sano. Domingo Santana now delivers one into left. Here comes the runner around third, and he will score standing. Domingo Santana with another RBI, and the Twins are piling on here in the end of the 5th. It's 6-1. 13 hits to 5 in favor of the Twins. We go to the 6th inning now. This is Justin Upton at the plate. 6-1 lead for Minnesota. This one to center field, playable for Roman Quinn. He makes the catch, and Jose Barrios finishes 6 innings of 1-run baseball, and we would lift him in the 7th. But a good outing for Jose Barrios. He throws a lot of pitches, doesn't get deep into games too often. And now we bring in Trevor May, who's had his struggles this season. It's 6-2 Twins. Here's Derek Dietrich at the plate with a runner on first. And a runner on second, ground ball, left side, diving play made by Calero, on to second, back to first for the out. And nicely done. The Twins finish up the 4-game sweep with a 6-3 win over the Tigers, and we lead the season series now 10 games to 6. We are assured of a series win. Miguel Sano did not homer in this 4-game series. He's still sitting at 42, but he was 4 for 4 in this game. Jose Barrios went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, had 3 strikeouts. No walks, kind of a low strikeout number for Barrios in 6 innings. Let's look at the standings as we close down this episode. We have tied up the Tigers in the American League Central. We are 1 game behind them in the loss column, though. Yankees and Rangers are your other division leaders. The Astros and the Angels are tied for the wild card spots. And the Red Sox are actually right behind them, right on their heels, actually, a game and a half out of the wild card. So the Red Sox have made up some ground on the wild card. Let's look at the National League. Over in the NL, the Nationals have lost 7 games in a row. That has crept the Phillies back into the race. They are 6 games back. The Cubs regained the division lead over the Cardinals. They lead by a game and a half. Brewers have been hot as of late, and we'll have to keep our eye on them. They are now only 5 games behind the Cubs, and they've been the best team in the division for the last maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Dodgers still with the best record in baseball. The Giants and the Cardinals are your wild card teams. The Brewers are 3.5 games behind the Cards for the final wild card spot. And the Rockies are right there as well. All right, that's it for episode number 260 of our Minnesota Twins franchise. Next up, we have the Baltimore Orioles as the season turns to August here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.